Finnair has introduced a groundbreaking business class seat called Air Lounge, which defies the norm by being non-reclining. Join me as I travel from London to Hong Kong via Helsinki with Finnair, as we explore how comfortable this new business class seat is and whether I will get a good sleep on it. Let's go! Hey there fellow travelers, it's Ken from Ken Travels 360. Today I'm back at Heathrow Airport, Terminal 3, getting ready to fly to Hong Kong to meet my family and my friends there. For most, the obvious choices would be to fly direct with British Airways or Cathay Pacific. However, when I was booking my flights, I noticed that for the same price as a premium economy ticket on BA or Cathay Pacific, if I flew with Finnair instead, I could fly out to Hong Kong in business class. And when I noticed that Helsinki to Hong Kong was one of the new Air Lounge routes that sealed the deal. Right, so let's go check in my bag. Oh, Finnair. 17. Right, I just dropped my bag and got my boarding passes. I bought a business class ticket, which doesn't include luggage, but because I'm a One World Sapphire member, I get to check in one bag 3 anyway, which is great. Right, I just got through the fast track security. There was hardly anyone there at all, which is great. For those of you traveling in business class or holding One World Sapphire or Emerald status, you'll be pleased to know that you could use the fast track security. I'm now gonna head to the lounge. In case you're not familiar, there are 4 One World lounges at Heathrow Terminal 3. I posted a video comparing all of them, so you could check it out if you're interested. Right, today we'll visit the Cathay Pacific Lounge, which is, according to many frequent flyers, the best One World lounge here at Terminal 3.
The last kind of full, so I hope you got some space.
Oh, it's full. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
so sorry. It's a student back to Hong Kong.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Okay. I have never seen the lounge like this before. There's not a single seat. It's full of students all going home for the half term. I'm just gonna have this drink and I'm gonna visit Qantas Lounge instead. Thank you. Cheers. Well, thankfully, the students obviously haven't watched my Terminal 3 One World Lounges video. Otherwise, they would have known they could use this Qantas Lounge instead, which is the quiet haven. And because it's now after 5 p.m, they have started serving cooked-to-order dinner. Right, cheers. Got myself a glass of the Australian sparkling wine. So I've ordered the signature salt and pepper squid. Let's see how it tastes like. Really good. This goes really well with the salt and pepper squid as well. When the a la carte restaurant is open, the Qantas Lounge is actually really good. In addition to the a la carte options, they also have a small buffet of salad and desserts. They are particularly famous for the salted caramel cheesecakes. This is a total contrast from the Cathay Pacific Lounge earlier when it was full of students. Well, let's try out these beautiful strawberries with clotted cream. This is seriously good. Right, I'm gonna try out the salted caramel cheesecakes before I go to the boarding gate. Wow, incredible. Right, it's time to leave the lounges and go to the boarding gate now. I have to say that the food at the Qantas Lounge was just amazing. It's easily better than the AA first class as well as the Cathay Pacific first class food. I know last time when I did the comparison video between the 4 lounges at Heathrow Terminal 3, I rated the food at Qantas Lounge really poorly. But that was when the dinner menu was not out. During lunchtime, Yeah, they do not really put out the good stuff. But come dinner time, they have the a la carte menu, they have the great salad, and they have the great salted caramel cheesecake, everything. It's just amazing. Today, the flights will be boarding at gate 19. Let's see if we can see the plane before boarding. Here it is. This is our Finnair A350-900. Right, off we go. We're getting onto the plane now. Fortuitously, this leg from London to Helsinki is operated by Finnair's Airbus A350s, which means I get to enjoy the new Air Lounge seat on these flights too. The seats are arranged in a 1-to-1 configuration, which means everyone has direct aisle access. Designed in collaboration with Collins Aerospace, the non-reclining nature of this seat is often mentioned. However, the seat does transform into an almost flat bed, so we'll see how comfortable it is. Right, let's explore the seat. The main buttons for controls are found on the edge of the seat's side table that also serves as an armrest. There is a do not disturb sign. When pressed, it turns your seat number outside the port red so that the crew knows. There are also controls for the reading lights, etc. Next to the headrest, you'll find a small compartment where you'll find the remote control and USB-A and C charging ports. If you want a full power outlet, you can find it down below too. On the side table, there's even a surface for wireless charging as well. That's really convenient. Right, let's check out the IFE system next. In business class, the seat comes with an 18-inch screen on which you can watch movies, TV shows, play games, and listen to music. For me, the best feature though is that you can watch the views from the external cameras. There's one on the vertical stabilizer and one on the plane's belly. I could watch this all day long. Right, boarding is complete.
Thank you for flying with us. Enjoy your flight.
Looks like we are already next to the runway. Here we go. Shortly after takeoff, I was given a hot towel, which was really welcome. Down here, right by the seat, there's another storage area.
Like something to drink.
Yeah. I opted for their signature blueberry juice and some sparkling wine. They are both served in their famous Itala glasses. Ever since April this year, they downgraded their short-haul business class offerings and replaced champagne with sparkling wine. The one they're using is from Luxembourg, and Luxembourg actually does have some very good Cremant. I just tried this one though, it's not really that good. By the way, if you've been enjoying this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so yet, smash the subscribe button with the notification bell. This way, you'll be notified whenever I release a new video. Right, let's get the dining table out. You press this button, it's release, and voila. You can unfold it and it becomes your dining table. Right, looks like dinner is ready to be served.
We have roast beef with pickled fennel, and this is tortellini with mozzarella and cheese.
Thank you. Well, it's quite interesting. Just before this flight, I was actually editing the video of our TAP Air Portugal flight, and doing so reminded me of the meal back then with the duck confit, which is much more luxurious than what we have got here. I mean, look at this. There's the roast beef and then the tortellini pasta. Doesn't look very appealing. And then dessert is just a muffin wrapped up in a plastic bag, which is a bit disappointing. Let's see how the red wine tastes like. It's really bad. Right, I'm gonna try out the tortellini now. The roasted beef was okay, but let's see how this pasta tastes like. The pasta is actually very good. It looks cheap, but it's cheap and cheerful. It's delicious. Now we know you can turn this seat into a flat bed, but because of its non-reclining nature, is it a comfortable seat to relax and lounge in? Well, thanks to these pillows that you can strategically place behind your back, you could get into a comfortable position. By the way, the cushion covers are made by another famous Finnish brand called Marimarco.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening from the flight deck. This is your first time speaking. My name is Antti Toivonen. We'll be soon starting our descent towards Helsinki. The flight time remaining at this point is roughly 40 minutes,
So the plane is gonna be landing soon. Let's check out the arrivals and departure gates. Looks like we'll be arriving at gate 42, and our flights to Hong Kong is gonna be at departure gate 44, really close by. If you are flying to Singapore, you are actually just gonna wait at the same gate. So, one flight's done, and we have landed at Helsinki Vantaa Airport now. The transfer process is quite painless here. As you see, I just got out of gate 42. Our next flight is gate 44. It's just 100 meters down that way. No need to clear security again, very simple. We've got some time before boarding the next flight, so let's go check out the Finnair business class lounge. Well, this is all very familiar. This is exactly how it looks like 6-7 months ago when we came here for the Lapland trip. The local time here is now just past 11 p.m, so unfortunately the Platinum Wing is already shut. I posted a detailed video about Finnair lounges in Helsinki before. If you're interested, check it out up here. Right, just got into the business class lounge. It's so quiet here at night. I can see why they closed the Platinum Wing at night. There's just not enough demand. The Joseph Perrier champagne served here is identical to the one available in the Platinum Wing. Let's see if they are serving any food during this late hour. There's smoked tofu, tomato fennel, and a variety of salad. There's nothing really interesting here. Right, they have just changed the sign to go to gate for Hong Kong. Normally I wait until boarding before I go, but I don't really want to drink anymore and there's nothing else to do in the lounge. So I'm gonna go to the gates now. Well, the non-Schengen side of the terminal is now absolutely deserted. When I speak, I can actually hear echo of myself. It's that quiet. Soon, I arrived at gate 44, where it's a lot livelier, as boarding for the flight to Hong Kong had just started. I joined the priority line, and before I knew it, I found myself stepping onto my second Finnair Airbus A350-900 of the day. I quickly settled into my seat, which was 4A. So we are on board the next flight, the AY99 to Hong Kong. The boarding process continued as other passengers queued up to board the plane. So, as this is a long-haul flight, there are some differences. First, you actually get an amenity kit. You get an eye shade. You get a toothbrush. And an earplug. That's it. There are no socks or there's no PJ. Just as well, I have bought my own. Okay, I stand corrected. They actually have a pair of slippers there. That's really nice. The headphones are a lot better as well. It's actually a pair of noise cancelling headphones. And on this flight, you actually get a menu. So for the main meal, I actually already pre-ordered online. I'm gonna be having chicken with garlic and oyster sauce, vegetable and steamed rice. So you can do that on the app or on the website. Unlike the previous flight from London to Helsinki, on this flight, because it's a proper long-haul flight, we actually get a welcome champagne and water, which is nice. Boarding's complete, the air bridge has been detached, we're on our way. So we're taxiing to the runway. I don't imagine we'll have to queue to take off because it's now well past midnight and we should be the only plane waiting to take off. Interesting, we're now at the de-icing area. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to be de-iced a little bit.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. My name is Kari Voutila, and I'd like to welcome you all on board this weather service to Hong Kong. We are defrosting the wings, and as soon as the procedure is done, we'll be on our way. And we can expect to arrive in Hong Kong on schedule.
And we have taken off. For my post-takeoff drink, I chose the Northern Blush cocktail instead of the usual champagne. While waiting for the dinner to be served, I decided to watch Top Gun Maverick. I had previously watched 3/4 of the movie on another flight and was thrilled to finally catch the ending. Okay, the late night supper has arrived. This is the chicken that I pre-ordered. Also got some salmon sashimi. Can't remember what this is. Oh, I know what this one is now. It's beetroot. I'm gonna pass on this. Right. Salmon sashimi, gonna try that. It's alright. The chicken is quite good. So let's see how the blueberry pie tastes like. Okay, the blueberry pie is actually quite good. I pretty much finished it. Okay, it's time to turn the seat into a bed now. Now, let's check out how you turn this seat into a bed. You basically push a button and raise the leg rest. Then, by putting your feet into the deep footwell, you get a lie flat experience. The reason for this new design is to reduce motor parts and hence weight, thereby saving fuel. This both reduces costs to the airline as well as improving sustainability. With the Marimekko bed linens, this actually looks like a decent enough bed. I'll let you know later if this setup delivers a restful sleep. Good night. Good morning. I've just woken up and I've changed back into my day clothes. I have had a good 5-6 hours of sleeps. Before breakfast is served, let me talk about the flat bed. I managed to sleep quite easily on it. At my height of 5'6", I didn't really hit any of the sides. The footwell is really deep, so I think even if I were taller, I still would have been fine. The cushions of the cocoon are actually very good in soundproofing, so the whole cabin is really quiet. It's also very private, even without a door. You mostly can't see anyone else in the whole cabin. So overall, I'll say it's just as good as a traditional reclining flat bed seat. So if they could save fuel and deliver an equally good slumber experience, then I'll say they're onto a winner. It'll be interesting to see if any other airlines copy these seats in the future. So breakfast has just been served. There's a vegetarian quiche and there's some chicken mousse. There's also some fruits and bread rolls. I've got to say that the food they chose to serve on this Asian route is very strange. It's not very Asian to be served a quiche or salad for breakfast. And even from a British perspective, a more traditional English breakfast would have been preferred. Overall, I feel the food has really gone downhill since the severe cost-cutting measures were introduced back in April. Now, I totally understand why they had to do that. If we just have a look at the flight route, you can see how the closure of Russian airspace has severely impacted Finnair's Asian routes. Instead of the direct route across Russia, the plane had to take a long detour, heading south through Poland and Romania, crossing the Black Sea to traverse the Caucasus countries, and then spanning Central Asia before reaching China. These extend the flying time by almost 4 hours compared to the direct route. This has reduced the profitability of Finnair's Asian routes. As the flight approached Hong Kong, a question lingered in my mind. Was the detour for the business class experience truly worth it? During this outbound journey, the extended flight time seemed inconsequential thanks to the plush comfort of my seat. However, on my return flight, the additional flying time did cast doubt on my decision when seated in a less comfy seat. The extra leg did generate significantly more tier points than a non-stop flight, ensuring the retention of my One World Sapphire status for the next year. So in my case, I've done it again. However, it was disheartening to witness a noticeable decline in food quality, especially given the solid hard product and the professional and friendly service provided by their crew. Would I choose them again? Yes, probably, but only if they are competitive in price and have a good flight schedule. I hope you've enjoyed watching this trip report. I've got lots of videos for my travels in Asia coming up, so make sure you subscribe. In the meantime, click on one of the video links popping up now if you are curious to see some of my other travels on Finnair. Until next time, see you in the skies!